God.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm Bobbi Jo and I were just literally talking about there's only one answer to everything. So I'm Sheena Cantor and this is
Bobbi Jo Mackles. And we are coming to you. So good afternoon, Sheena.
good afternoon from me and it's a good morning from Bobbi Jo.
Right, right and early. Not too early. I've been up. It's 7:35. Yeah. I've been up for like an hour and a half. So yeah, we were talking just before here. We always come here live, just not thinking about what we're going to talk about, just dropping into the present moment. And Sheena was saying how every day for 14 years she has been studying, studying, studying herself. Take it away, Sheena.
Well, I didn't realize it was myself I was studying. I thought I was studying the world. I thought I was studying people. I thought I was studying how to manifest. Whenever my second marriage broke up, I was out walking and I thought there's something more. There's just something more, and everybody knows that, don't they? There's something more. And so that's what I set about to investigate. I won't even tell you all the stuff that I've read about over 14 years. That would be there for a month and a day. But what I realized is that everything comes back to me. I
Hmm.
mean, this all that stuff I put in front of me, I couldn't even see me. I'd put a drink in front of me. I'd put, friendship in front of me. I'd put, relationships. I'd put the next movie, the next course. Oh my goodness, all that learning that I put in front of me when my me was screaming out, going, hello, I'm the 99.999% of you that you can't see, and you're trying to study the 0.001%. Good luck with that, Sheena. So, that part of me let me just carry on until I ran out of every answer that has ever been given. I ran out of them all. I tried them all, and I just kept coming. And I realized, Papa Joe, that there is nothing, absolutely nothing in this world that makes me happy. I make me happy, and then I bang into wonderful people like Bobbi Jo and wonderful people that I'm who are listening to us today. I make me happy first for no reason other than just the freedom of being happy without link to anything, Bobbi Jo, isn't it? Like, it doesn't matter what it is. I've had money, I've had houses, I've had cars, I've had horses, I've had children. Everything is short lived, and it kept going like this. And I just thought, well, where's the balance? And it was actually we were saying about there's only one answer to every problem, and it's love. Love of self. If you get caught up in anything in the outside world, I go, here's an opportunity for me to love myself more. And then I can deal with the situation through love rather than through fear, anxiety, whatever it is. I actually go back into myself. I come back into a place of love, and then I deal with whatever needs to be dealt with from a place of love. So that was a bit of
Yeah.
deep thinking from Sheena this morning. So just thought I'd pass it on.
And I agree wholeheartedly. You have all these books here, all these shelf help books, right? We love that saying. It's kind of funny.
Shelf help,
And
that's so good.
because
I like that.
I know it's hysterical. And then, you never think of it yourself. It's always somebody else, but we all just learn from each other. It's all regurgitated anyways. But that shelf help books, it's because we keep searching. I can't tell you how many friends I have that keep searching outside of themselves. It's a different modality. It's this, it's, emotional code healing. It's Reiki. I mean, there's theta healing. It's thousands. Oh, I'm an empath. I need chakra clearing. I need incense. I need this. And I love, of course, our little love panache will say, you don't need any of this. Because the truth is that all these self-help books were all like a Rubik's Cube, and some things do help us, but it's the belief of thinking that's going to help you that makes that work. So what works for you is not going to work for someone else. And what it is it's from the inside out that you have everything you already need here. And it's learning to stop looking out. Lesson 5 here, people. That stop reacting by what you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch out here. But we can't help it. That's how we were programmed from the minute we were born. But when you start programming yourself to stop reacting and to pause and to come from the inside, and to not come from the inside that, oh, I'm damaged or I'm wrong, that you know your own truths. You have an intuition. You have a heart. And you touched on a good point there. I was reading in a book recently, this weekend, that fear, right? Fear, anything that was based off fear has never lasted, ever. Hitler, any of it. Like, we all want to focus. And so people, listen with 2 ears, please, to this. Stop watching the news. Yes, you can be driving down the road and see the car accident and pay attention to politics, but what happens when you rubberneck? You're going to get in an accident. You're going to screw up your life, your path right there. And it's not the politics. Politics will come and they will go. Do not get yourself involved in the heart and in the head and the fear. Drop into the heart. Have love. Do what you can. You vote. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. Sheena talked about anxiety there. Anxiety, I'm sorry, look me in the eyes. If you have anxiety, I'm sorry, but you can overcome it. You're just reacting to something instead of feeling it, acknowledge it, but not too long. Don't have a pity party here. And then realize that it's just a fear. It's just a feeling in the moment. And if you can just go, why am I feeling this? Do I know this, Katie Byron? Do I know this to be true? Oh, had a great talk with a woman yesterday who knew Katie from before she was even famous. It was kind of cool that she knows her as a friend, knows her as a friend now. And listen to this one little thing she said, little detour, beep. She said, and they came into the room, she had everyone for a day put a brown paper bag over their head with little eyes and little things. So when they looked at each other, we just realized we are the same. We are all one. Makes me want to do a workshop that way. Have everyone wear black sleeves, black pants, and everyone comes into the seminar with like a bag on, right? You don't have to judge. They're wearing a Rolex. They have a Louis Vuitton, whatever. There's no judging. Oh, she's pretty, she's ugly. It's like we are that oneness. Stop judging from the outside in. So just know the bottom line here is that there's peace in here. There's freedom in here. It's just a learning to learn about yourself and that not stop searching out here. Stop reading all these, Yeah, these books are all great, but it's all the same knowledge. What do you really want? And get into alignment with that.
That's really powerful, actually, to see everybody with a paper bag over their head, and you can't actually judge. And that's exactly it, isn't it? Because we judge that somebody must have money because they've got straight white teeth or something, so they must be really rich, just simple things like that that we judge people for. And you don't take your house and you don't take your bank account with you anywhere whenever you're walking outside. You are just yourself. So that's actually a really, really powerful thing. And one thing that I heard about, like this infinite intelligence, this, science proven that we are light and everybody is all the same. And it's as if then that you say I decided to dress up as 10 different people, and I would put on all these different costumes, and then I took pictures, and you went, oh my goodness, who's that? And I gave you names for each of the characters I was playing, and then you go, but it was me all along behind it. And that's how I see this infinite intelligence. It's just like, look, it's coming up today as Bobbi Jo, it's popping up today as Sheena Qatar, and we're just unique expressions, but everybody underneath is exactly the same. I mean, you said about I said about every technique I tried failed, and you agreed about not having to read all the books, but all those techniques, because I'm a Reiki master, NLP, you mentioned modalities and everything, NLP master, and I just had to run away from strategies. I knew something wasn't right when I had to keep thinking of strategies about how to do something. And I listened to Alan Watts one time, and he said, all these strategies are designed to fail. It's to bring you to the point, because the ego thinks it can actually do something. And so they're designed that you read all these books. I mean, God knows how many books I've actually written, Bobbi Jo. I think it must be read. Well, I've probably written them all as well, actually, when you think about it. It's, thousands of books. God knows how many qualifications to get to the point where I tried them all. They would work short term, and then they don't. And it's just like, I have failed at every single one of those books, probably, that I've read, all of them as well. And I've failed every single one of them. And you know what? It feels so freaking good to be free, that the answer isn't in the next book. The answer is in me.
Yeah.
And I just ask her, and she answers.
Yeah.
And that's the fear that people have. They're afraid to rely on themselves because they don't know who they are. Yeah. And one of the things I remember from the Bible saying, know thyself. And Bob said, if you know yourself, you know everyone. Oh my, how true that is.
Boom, light bulb right there. Yeah, that's so true. I mean, there's really not much so to say. You can just beat a dead horse in the head, but you feel it. Why do I even say that? Cliches are so funny. Cliches are so weird. But you can talk about it over and over and drop the mic, but it's like, just listen with 2 ears the first time about that. It is so true. People are searching outside. They're afraid the fear to just look because they feel like somebody else has something more than them. There's nothing further than the truth. Anything else that anyone has and you want, it's yours too. If you desire it, it can be yours, but you're blocking it from coming to you because you feel like you're not worthy. You feel like, oh, I'm not good enough. You keep putting out the doubts and putting up the blocks and allowing, going, oh my God, that's awesome. They had that. That I want that too. But instead you get grumpy about, oh, who they think they are. They have something like that, whatever it is. And it's like, why don't we celebrate each other more? Why are people so locked into bringing each other down, that the competitiveness? And so that's what we're here to just, again, I always talk about build this tribe of just self-love and love for each other and have each other rise, really a platform where people can rise because there's enough to go around for everyone. So think about your anxiety today. Think about your fear. Drop in the moment instead of react and take a smoke or a toke or, food or go do something or watch TV or get on your phone because you don't want to deal with whatever you're feeling with. That's the way. If you want freedom and peace of mind, baby, that's where you got to go. Drop into your heart and just start loving you. Now, let me tell you, the path isn't so easy. I've been on my knees screaming before in years. It gets further and further apart, let me tell you. That you just realize that it's another day. Some days I've called Sheena and said, I'm just putting myself to bed today. I mean, you still have occasional days. We're human beings, people. It's okay to feel. That's what the word feeling is. It's the vibration we're in at the time. So enjoy your words and comments on that, Sheena.
Well, it is. It's about walking into the fear. I mean, when I was afraid of water, and I just realized that I don't like to have an excuse, and I'd never let fear stop me from doing something. So I was afraid of water, so I went scuba diving. I mean, not just in a pool. I mean, I actually went out in the ocean and went down. I was afraid of heights, so I jumped out of a plane, not a tandem, but on my own, on a static line, popped myself out of the plane so nobody else could push me, nobody else could do anything. I had to do it myself to know that I never want to do those things again. So whenever you've got fear, most of the time you haven't really experienced it, or perhaps it's an experience from, goodness knows when that you're actually drawn up on it. But you haven't experienced this moment ever, ever, ever before. And this moment is special and it is priceless. And this is your eternal now. So step into what you fear, and I guarantee it goes away. I've had to face, and Bobbi Jo has had to face things that we've had to turn around and just walk into full force, walk through it through your mind, get to the worst case scenario, and then you go, oh, I'm still here. I'm still breathing. I'm still alive. Oh, it was fear of fear itself. Okay, I'm okay now. And actually, when you do that, you generally don't have to face the thing you were afraid of. It's kind of funny.
It is. It is. It's like walking across that fire. I never did that one, but yeah, Sheen, I don't like that. I don't want to go into I watch Fear Factor occasionally, flipping through channels and you see it, and I'm like, oh, to be around snakes or something. I don't want to face those fears.
Oh no, I'm over that. I don't need to do that stuff again. That was when I was younger, Bobbi Jo. Now I'm just like, I don't like it. I've decided I don't like it, and I'm not doing it. Like Bob would say, I could learn how to change the tire in a car, but I don't want to.
Yeah, I love that.
Just go, I'm the same. I don't want to change. I don't want to put the recycling out. I don't want to. So my son does it. Do you know what I mean? You get to the point where you just choose what you want. You don't have to experience that which you don't want, but feel good in your choices.
I'm choosing a house cleaner once and for all. In my 50s, I'm getting a house cleaner. All right. I'm going to leave you with one quote today, people, that I love so much. My stepdaughter brought it home when she was in fifth grade from her fifth grade teacher. And it is by Ryan Blair. If it is important, you find a way. If it's not, you'll find an excuse. Chew on that, right? If you want anything in your life, it's important, you will do it, you will find it. And if it's not so important, you will find some excuse.
And if your way isn't working, try ours. You can call down there if you want. And if not, you're absolutely, well, everybody's absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. And look at this Bobbi Jo. She's gorgeous. She's the most gorgeous person here. And we've helped and supported each other the whole way along here. And we're here to support you as well. So listen, have an awesome day. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.